coffee, of course, with Camilla today. We are going to talk about recovering from COVID and training at home. But before we start, I just want to make sure one thing is clear. Neither Camilla nor I are doctors. So we're not going to give advice on how to recover from COVID or anything like this. We're only going to talk about her own experience. So it's about experience sharing, getting to know her a little bit more, understanding what she went through, and this is it. So if you have had COVID or if you are recovering from COVID at the moment and you need advice, you need to go and see a health practitioner. Sorry.
Our
The Italian chat today.
Yeah, let's start speaking Italian. Come
Ciao,
on.
come va?
Bene, bene, benissimo, grazie.
Cosa hai
Ce l'ho
fatto?
fatta a cucinare i pancake.
Yes.
I made it. Wow. What is inside your pancakes?
Sorry, oh, you switched to English, okay.
Yeah,
I-
of course.
They're the most plain pancakes ever. It's just
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I'm at
I
the
mean-
office, so I couldn't really bring everything.
Okay. No, I tried the ones with bananas. So
Nice.
I mean, it was the first time actually. So during the process, I was like complaining about my cooking skills. I was like, no, I cannot make it. Oh my God, I'm gonna finish like poison it. So, but I
So
mean,
you're gonna give them to your brother?
what?
You're gonna give them to your brother?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna send them to him. So, but yeah, let's speak
Oh,
about the topic of today.
It's multilingual. Тоже хочу.
Yeah, I mean, we can start like switching between. So the Italian followers are gonna be. I mean, you can try
Someone
to
loves
say
our accents.
French.
Yes, of course, they're the best. It's like French and Italian. It's just like
Yeah. Oh my God, what a mix.
And someone wrote in Russian. Тоже хочу.
Oh yeah. Love your whole accent.
Well, let's talk about recovering from COVID. Because unfortunately, you got it last year.
Yep.
I
got
remember
it.
that was actually a time where some dancer was like, "Let's all get it and then get over it."
Yeah. Oh my God. Like.
So
Yeah, there
I
is so
don't-
like misconception about this virus.
yeah, I don't know if you heard during the introduction. I did say that we are not doctors, so we're not going to give advice. We
No,
are just
of
going to
course.
talk about your own experience and just learn from you
Yeah.
what you went through.
I mean, I got it in November and it lasted like about a month. I was having symptoms, so it was pretty bad. So don't think that it's like a simple virus, like a normal fever, because it's not. I mean, you have to be lucky on how your body reacts.
Yeah.
So,
How was it
I
for
mean,
you?
I could speak like hours about this topic, but I know
Let's
that
keep
we
it
have
short.
to, yeah, we have to keep it short and sweet. So, I mean, I think the key for recovering from COVID is being patient, like everything, no?
Let's talk first about how it was for you, because I know some people, they had, like, even if they didn't have the test, they wouldn't even know. Some people, I have a few friends who ended up at the hospital. How was it for you?
I mean, my mother started having fever right after my father, and then I started feeling kind of weird. I didn't have immediately all the symptoms, so like for 3 days I was fine. I remember that I woke up one morning and saying to my mother, like, I don't know, I feel weird. I have the feeling that I'm losing the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up with this weird feeling like in my mouth, like immediately like a plastic one. I don't know. It was really like so weird. And then after like 3 days, I remember it was the weekend. I woke up like on the Monday, and it was like pretty bad. Like I felt my heart. Basically, I suffered with tachycardia. So
Your heart was
my
beating
heartbeat, yeah,
very
my
loudly.
heartbeat like started to raise up like really fast. So I was having 120 heartbeats per minute,
Yeah, that's
which
really
is
fast.
like a lot because we have, I mean, I have like usually 60, probably 60, around
That's,
60, even less probably.
yeah, most athletes are below CC. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I immediately like started feeling in this way. Yeah, so it was pretty bad. And then, of course, I didn't have fever.
Okay.
Um,
Did you feel
but yeah,
tired?
yeah, so tired. I couldn't do like anything. I needed to stay in bed. We stayed basically the three of us all in one room. I mean, we enjoyed like some family time. So there
Yeah.
is always like a positive side. You have to always keep only the positive side of every experience. So I spent a lot of time with my parents. That was the good part.
That's nice. There's
Yeah.
someone saying hi from Argentina. Wow. I love Instagram.
Wow. No,
Really
I
fun.
never actually see the comments.
I take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Share
because
with
I
us,
start
and I
speaking.
wave at everyone, and I read the questions.
Yeah.
And I drink my coffee.
Bravo. And I have to actually taste my pancakes because they
My
look fluffy. So I'm like touching them.
my coffee
I'm
might be
really
the proof that I
proud.
don't
I'm
wear
really
makeup.
proud of the. Oh, also coffee, of course. No, I mean, I woke up at 7, so I already had coffee. A triple espresso. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Triple espresso, yeah, that's your thing.
Yeah. But they guessed it, so.
So how long did it take before you got better? Like how long were you just in bed doing?
A month and a half. Let's say that even when I tested negative,
Mm-hmm.
like I had cough like for a
Yes.
long time,
Mm-hmm.
like for 15 day more, or almost like a month, like around mid of January, I started feeling better.
Okay.
So in fact, when I tested negative, I wasn't expected because I was just feeling like so bad. So we were, just guessing like, what do you think? I'm gonna be negative, like how many genes? And yeah, and then I was the first one that tested
So a
negative in
month
my
and a
family.
half before you tested negative.
Yep,
That's a long time.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then you were still not feeling very well, I remember.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's incredible. I was coughing like I told you, like for a month
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because this virus, it leaves you like really, I don't know, actually we don't know anything about this virus. That's the reality. Like also every doctor has his opinion, like different medicines. So I don't really know. I don't really know. And also the fact that I'm concerned about is that no one really tells you if you can train
Mm-hmm.
or no. Because I remember like
It would be
during
a
the
good
first,
question to ask to a specialist, yeah.
yeah, because I remember during the first 3 days
Yes.
I was training a bit. Of course,
I
I was
remember
making
sending you
sure.
messages telling you to go to bed.
Yeah, I remember that. And also my brother. My brother wanted to killing me. But
Well, I'm not a doctor, but your body has a virus and your immune system needs to fight it. It
yeah.
doesn't seem very wise to use your energy doing something else. So I don't know, we need to ask a doctor, but I would be light exercise going around, yeah, sure, but ballet class,
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't really
But I
know
wouldn't
actually.
recommend it.
Yeah, me too. Because I mean, I told you, I did it for 3 days. I was
Yes.
making sure that I was not making too much effort. Like, yeah, just a bit of movement, just something, because it makes me feel alive somehow. And of course, I had to spend also time at home because, yeah, that was the reason after
Definitely.
all. But of course, like I know some people who got infected, and I mean, he was having like less symptoms than me, of course, but he was training like, let's say, normal, in a normal way. So we don't really know if it's good or not.
Well, you know what? We're gonna ask someone and get back with a proper answer.
Yeah.
You have a big fan. Walter really, really wants you to say that you're sending him a kiss with his name.
Oh,
He
un
keeps
besito con mi
asking.
nombre.
Keeps asking.
Walter. Walter.
Ladies' Day, I think.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying to you, like, it's so confusing because of, like, I'm gonna give you an example.
Yes.
My father plays the trumpet, so you need like a lot of lunch
Capacity.
power.
Yes.
And I remember that I was kind of angry with him because I was saying, no, you have to stop, like you're crazy and whatever. And my cousin, which is she's a doctor, tells him that, tell us that it was good for the lunch because
maybe it
you have to
forces
give
it to
them
be,
like,
yes.
yeah. But I
Forces
mean,
it to
that
get
was
used
okay.
at all power, so you're actually using it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying, that maybe light exercise is good because I know that a little bit of exercise is always better than none.
Yeah.
But the question I think that we need to ask someone is like, how much? And when? Is there a time where we need to completely rest, or?
Yeah, I think like finding a balance is always good now.
Yes.
So maybe like one day you can train a bit, like making sure to not make so much effort, and then resting, because it is weird with this virus. Even like when you test negative, you have, it's like a roller coaster. I don't know how to explain, but
I think your body has still not recovered completely. So
I think so. I think so.
I remember not that long ago you already had one day where coffee was tasting metallic again.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a virus that I don't know. It's like that it stays in the body and then it flares up some days. I have no idea actually. But yeah, it is.
Or maybe just your body has to recover from things that were damaged a little bit. And
yeah, I think it creates like a lot of inflammation, even like in the body and in the skin. I remember having like even pain, and I'm not the only one. Pain like touching the skin.
yes.
Like even in the shower, like the pressure of the water was making me feel pain on the, so it creates like a lot of inflammation everywhere. So I think it takes some time to get into.
It just gave me an idea that goes into some of your ideas. We really need to get some, because now with the chats we can have multiple people. Yeah. I think it would be good to have one of those topics with like an expert, someone who has the science behind what we're talking about, so that we have the experience of a single person and then someone who can bring the science and then explain how does that relate to other people. How is this your own experience and how is it a general experience for everyone?
It will be interesting actually, because we have to understand more about this virus, because I told you, like every doctor you hear, every opinion is different. Like even if you have to take controls after you have it, I personally did it because of course I was suffering with the eye heartbeats. So it can leave you like some problems to the heart. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, they suggest you to take some controls. Okay. And then, of course, you can start training if everything is okay, and if you have to wait a bit, you have to wait. So, because health is more important in
Yes.
ballet. That's
Well, without
the
the health, you can't get the rest. So
exactly.
there is a
So,
logic. So how, like, when you started retraining at home, what did you start with? How did it go?
I mean, I started before trying to gain back some muscle mass because, of course, like staying in bed, you lose like a lot of muscle
Yeah.
mass, and then you cannot start immediately because you can get injured. So you have
If I
to.
can just say something, you don't really necessarily lose muscle mass, but you lose some of the first thing that you lose is what we call muscle tone. So the
Yeah.
ability of the muscle to contract and move very quickly. You lose that first. Muscle
Mm-hmm.
mass comes after.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you
But
need to
it
regain
might
like.
feel the same.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to be gentle with your body and started training back slowly. So
You can't go
you have to
straight
think
away
of,
to where you left.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But I mean, like the fact of training
But
at home,
as a dancer, you're kind of used to that because I mean, I guess during the summer, sometimes you take 2, 3, 4 weeks depending on the people. So
exactly.
it's the same process. We're used to not going back to complete a full week, 6 hours a day.
Exactly. I mean, and another point is that we dealt with the pandemic, so it is the same process. So in my experience, I started like training at home again till I was feeling fully recovered. Let's say like this. There is also always like the good part now of training at home because you can rethink. I mean, also
What's
in
the
this
good part
topic, I
of
could
training at
speak
home?
like hours because I am a huge fan of training at home.
Oh,
I yeah, I
I guess
found
that's why
like
you're Carter Valley ambassador.
exactly because people cannot realize like how much you can work and how much you can rethink all the work that you do in studio but at home. um, yeah, you have to basically like rethink about every movement and doing them like with more intelligence. So eventually you can get stronger. I remember like returning in studio after the first lockdown, and I was feeling much stronger because
Yeah.
I, w- I rethought about every movement. So returning back to the basics, it's good sometimes because
You know, you're not the only one who told me that. A lot of people said that when they train at home, there's two things that were happening. The first, they had some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like you feel like you're really centered on yourself, like a meditation. It's
yeah,
very and as you say, you have to rethink the basic because there's no one telling you this or that, and the you know, after 25 minutes, when you start being like, oh, I'm bored, you don't
yeah,
have the teacher
exactly.
who's here to say, well, the class finishes in an hour.
Hmm.
So you develop all of this, like this ability to really be focused on you doing the movement properly. You're not doing it for someone else anymore. You're really working for you.
Yeah, it is actually. Uh, for me, yeah, it was like a meditation because, of course, like, we always tend to rush, no? Dancers always tend to rush, and we ended up like not enjoying, not joining like every, how can I say, every class, no?
Yes.
It is a like a privilege to be in studio and to work every day, and we don't appreciate it most of the times. So I think that training at home, um, it it was also the key for understanding like how much you love ballet
Yeah.
for most of the people. So
Yeah, a lot of people told me that some of them, they were wondering just before, is it really for me? Because you know it's hard to find a job. It's a difficult profession. There's not many contracts, etc., etc. And well, a couple of them actually realized that no, they wanted to do something else. But and the others, they came back with so much more passion, motivation, strength, dedication, focus. I have one particular friend. I don't recognize him in studio anymore. He's just like so motivated because yeah, he found that no, actually, this is what I want. I'll take all the difficulty because this is actually what helps me go forward. So it's like a lot of us gain clarity out of it, and I love your way of thinking. You're always trying to think, okay, what's the positive I can get out of it? And I think one positive we can get out of this is clarity. What do we really want in life?
Yeah, that's the part.
If it's not ballet, that's okay. But if it's ballet, then okay, go for it now.
They go for it, yeah. So there was like positive sides about all this mess. Let's say like this.
I don't know if they're positive sides, but we have to see opportunities to learn.
Yeah, it is an opportunity. Yeah, that was the perfect word. Another experience.
Well, it's okay. You know,
that's okay.
Italian, I'm French. We speak English. Hi, Alessio. And
hi.
Yeah, no, but that's one thing I've always loved about you. It's your, and I mean, like maybe one reason also we get along is you have that thing that we call growth mindset. You're always trying to learn, develop. You don't spend too much time thinking about a situation being negative.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure you have your ups and downs, but
of
it
course.
seems to me
it's
that
normal. I mean, we are human after all, so we have emotions. There are bad days, but we have to think on how to react.
Yes.
From every experience. So
how did you do that? Have you always been like that, or is there something in your life that made you change and think this way?
I don't know actually. I wasn't like that before, but like through the years, probably like because of course, like in this world can be like really mean. So when you meet like those people who are really mean to you, also like in this experience, some of them, how can I explain? I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like those people. So
what is it that you don't want to be?
Like a negative person that it's mean to other people, because we have to enjoy life. We have to enjoy our life. So we honestly have to arrive to a point that we don't have to think about others' lives.
Yes.
But our happiness. So I told you, like meeting those really mean people made me understand that I don't want to be like them. So I try to share only the, I don't know, positivity about life, because
yes,
life is wonderful. Like whatever life you have, even like if you are struggling, the fact that you're living is the best part. So that's what I think.
I love this. So it's interesting. So in your case, that was seeing a behavior in someone else made you realize I don't want to be like this. Just like
yeah, because mostly the I don't know, like mostly of the people tend to reflect their negativity like to others, and then they became like them, and I don't want that. I don't want that, because I felt the pain that someone gave it to me. So I want to be completely opposite. So that's the I mean, in this world we should share like more positivity and less problems, because it is an art life. Like the ballet world, it's an art life.
yeah.
So why like always thinking about, I mean, negative, speaking bad about other people, uh, letting down others, because there are some people who lives for letting down someone, and I mean, it's like losing time for me. Like enjoy the day, enjoy the moment.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah,
Okay,
what do you have?
I have a difficult question. Oh, I'm
Mm.
framing it as difficult already. Um, what does that mean for you that ballet is art?
Ballet, see?
What does it mean for you that it is art? What is art for you?
Act, for acting, you mean?
No, you said art, artistic.
Art,
Art.
act. I know. Art.
Art.
Act. I was like, what?
No worries.
It's also acting. Ballet.
It is also acting, but I wanted to focus first on the artistry, on the artistic part.
The artistry for me, it's like being yourself, like totally. I always had this feeling that like nowadays we always tend to copy someone from the past.
Yes.
So no one really has the opportunity and time to discover their self and to become an artist, because we are copying like someone else. So that's why we shouldn't copy. I mean, it can be like an inspiration, an artist from the past, but we have to understand our strong point.
You know, that's
So
an interesting topic to discuss. Like, how can we help the younger dancers to understand the difference between being inspired by someone and trying to be that person?
yeah.
Because you know, that was also one of the motivation and inspiration behind my I am the pop t-shirt. You know, as I don't look the pop, I am the pop. Actually, I'm wearing it today.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Because it like as you said, we have to come on stage being us in this role or in the corps de ballet, but it's a role as well, even the corps de ballet, your role. So it has to be like, what do you bring to this creation that is you, that is unique? And I get that from a lot of dancers, that this is the message that they want to give to the younger ones. But the fact that I hear it so many times makes me think it is an important topic, because it looks like we feel that when we're young, we don't understand that. So we have to give this advice to the younger ones. How do we
Yeah,
distinguish
because
inspiration and just copy?
exactly, because I mean, I think they like during your career you meet like so many people who tries to change you, like the person, I don't know, they try just to change you now, like no, this is bad, like you should be like that, like
Yes.
try to watch her or try to watch him, I don't know. So like from a young age we tend to copy like someone else, and that's why artists like the ones of the past, they don't exist anymore. There are some artists but not at that level, because they how can I say, they weren't like copy anyone else.
Yes.
They were just being their self. So we should just not copy anyone and try to discover ourselves.
Well, maybe also in the past we didn't have internet and TV and YouTube and all of that, so it was probably easier to remain true to yourself. I know, well, I'm sure she's okay, I say it publicly. My friend Roxanne, she told me that in her process of learning a role, she stopped first on understanding what she wants to do, like how she wants to dance it, what kind of dynamic in the movement, what kind of touch, you know, she wants to bring. And then only after that, only after she has a clear understanding of what she would like to do, she looks at others.
Yeah.
And I remember in that conversation, she said, because it's easy to be influenced by what others have done. But if I come with, I already have an idea of what I want to do. Now I'm going to look at others, and this will just be inspiration. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. And okay, how can I bring the same emotion that she is bringing without changing who I am, without copying the movement? It's just I'm trying to get the same emotion that I'm getting when I see her.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So you have to study. Like ballet, it's all about study and be intelligent, no? So yeah, I think you have to
So it's curiosity.
have this inner study in you on what you, yeah, you said it, like what you want to bring to others. Because like in first place, you have to feel those emotions for just spreading them to others. But it all starts with you.
It starts with you.
Yeah.
I keep saying this in all the, the Instagram live. It starts with you, and then you start communicating with others.
It is.
Tell me, Camilla, what is next for you?
Oh, I don't really know actually. They asked me like just a few days ago, like one question that it was, how do you see yourself in 10 years? And I was like, oh my God, what a question. Like,
okay, let's go 10 days.
Yeah, exactly. But in this part like of my life, I don't really know. I'm just like living the moment, because like, how can I say, what it means to be will eventually be. That's what I think. So I'm not trying to rush like I did in all my life. So I'll just go with the flow. Let's say like this.
Well,
I have like some projects like in mind, so we will see.
Waiting for the announcement.
Soon, very soon. So I'm not trying to, I have like a lot of ideas, but I'm not stressing about them. So because I mean, in my life I stressed like so much that after the pandemic I changed my mind. So like just live the moments, because we can never know what is going to happen. So yeah, we can, after this pandemic, I think everyone understood it. So just go with the flow. That's my mantra now.
Well, I cannot wait for the announcement for all your projects, because I know that everything you do is always extremely interesting, and like it opens us to different horizon, broadening our thinking. So I can't wait.
Thank you.
Thank you guys all for watching. There's not been that many questions today. Maybe it was too early in the morning.
Probably. They're still sleeping.
Let's see next time. I hope you guys are gonna ask.
I mean, we can save it, so
definitely.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Camilla, for your time. It was
thank you, Undine.
Pleasure having you. Enjoy your pancakes.
Oh, thank you.
And enjoy your coffee.
Yeah, of course. Triple espresso next time.
Okay.
Have
a lovely day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, you too. Ciao, guys. Ciao to everyone.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.